Hello. Right. Well, we're just getting the party in. Someone did an update right before the game. So everyone's having to update because we all had to update because someone updated. Purpley dice with different coloured pointers. Right. Yeah, they default by giving you the option to have textured coloured dice, don't they? Without any effects. That's the elemental basics. You get those for free.
There's no point because we're on the last book, and then when I go to Sassafras was coloring pink anyway.
No, and but I think you'll find. Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Point taken. But you've got obviously you got the ringer. Have you noticed they programmed it into 5e and it made it in a desperate attempt to make people buy more sets of dice than if you far
and I haven't got a chance
the dice will be
look
red.
At what I wanted to do for whatever else it is we're doing yet. So.
Have you seen the latest video though, where in an attempt to basically make people buy every set of dice on 5e, they've programmed it so if you, depending on the element you're casting spells with, it will automatically change the dice you use.
Yeah, that was a distinct possibility. I don't think we'll have that in the
Savage Worlds. No. Well,
Savage Worlds. I mean,
it's meant to be its own extension. I think if you basically all you have to do is put a keyword, I think, after the dice roll. So if you can do that, it might work, but we're not going to worry about that. So anyway, I've got my dice. Which ones did I went for? I've got my metal stained dice, so I'm happy. Which the only reason I'm really happy is they've given the dice tray back, so I finally managed to move everything over to the right hand side where I wanted it. So my dice are underneath my combat tracker, which is much easier. The only thing I think what would be really nice that they haven't done is the ability to have slight pre-saved profiles. Because for examples, for Deadlands, I might want different coloured dice than I do for Pathfinder and stuff like that. It'd be nice to be able to save your presets so you could just literally flip your dice colours depending on your game. But anyway, so is it just the four of us today?
It is, yes.
Righty-ho. She's okay. Is everything
okay? They're fine. There was a death of a laptop power lead last night. They went out to buy a new one today.
Yes.
And came home to find that this one that was guaranteed to connect to any kind of laptop has got multiple different connectors, none of which fit their laptop.
That is unfortunate.
So they're having a stress moment and can't face it tonight.
Right. Well, I seem to recall you had got into the city.
And are you going to run Irina for her then, or?
Right. We'll just have Irina and Amber stay. Irina and Amber are going to stay here and defend the entrance. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's my plan anyway. Okay.
Get them crit fails out of the way. I'm playing around, damn
it. So we can't see much of the city, but I believe there's a great big statue face up there, and that's probably where we need to end up, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Well, this should be tons of fun for you and Dondrad.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't see the issue. I don't get the big deal about statues. I mean, they're statues. They don't move. They can't hurt you or anything.
Yeah, but they can watch you. Thing is, fortunately, it's out of the line of sight now because I can't see it, so it's okay.
Except it's overlooking the. I hate to break that to you. Look up.
No, but I can't see it because because line of sight's blocked beyond 10 inches with my dark vision. It's dark. I can't see it.
Why is dark vision blocking line of sight after 10 inches? For crying out loud, shouldn't do.
Dark vision only lets you see 10 inches out, and because there's no ambient light, I can't see more than 10 inches. Therefore, I can't see it.
Ah, okay, okay. It's like that, is it? There you go.
I still can't see it.
Pardon? You still can't see it. What?
There must be buildings in the way. I still can't see it. We're fine.
But it's taller than the
It
building.
overlooks the entire city. All you do is glance up at the sky, and it's looking at you.
Just keep watching. It's always a good idea, Rannick, Stumblefoot. Watch where you put your feet anyway.
That's a good point.
Well, I usually do watch where I'm putting my feet, but so where are we going to find this Karzog? What's name?
Probably in the base of that giant statue you don't want to look at, Rannick.
No,
Hey,
Probably
but inside it, you wouldn't be able to see it.
well, inside it, there'll probably be more bloody Thessalonian bloody statues.
Well, no doubt, because they did seem to like them.
Aye, bastards love the statues.
Of course, this city seems to have been built by giants. Were the giants Thessalonians?
No, I think they work for Thessalonians. Possibly not without much choice. Or not with much choice.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
getting-
encountered a lot of giants.
Aye.
All the buildings are giant size here, aren't they?
I'm thinking we might encounter some giants. Possibly. Probably. Were Thessalonians giants, do you think?
No, all the ones we've encountered so far have been totally crazy, but they've not been giants.
Aye. Maybe they're just like giants. I don't know. Right. So we're making this our camp and we're going out and exploring a bit at a time to see if we can find where this Karzog fella is then.
He had to fast all that time, and we've got this awesome roasted ox. I'm going to stay here and have a meal and good night's sleep. Hey, somebody build a fire. It's flipping cold here.
There's an awful lot of cow poo. There's a lot of this is where they kept them. Presumably this is where all the animals were. So it was there's a fair bit of cow poo as well.
Yeah,
And Joseph's saying all of this with a big chunk of roasted ox in her hand because she was starving. I might look little, but I had the appetite of an orc, I tell you.
all right.
Yeah, you got a point. I mean, we had to starve ourselves to get through the mountains.
That's
very
right,
true.
and this roasted ox is quite tasty. Here, have some,
Or
Rannick.
not roasted orc. Roasted orc is a bit worrying.
I said ox, but I
Yeah,
thought
okay.
auroch. Okay, auroch,
It's
auroch,
got horns.
whatever the hell it is. It's tasty. Here, have some more.
All right, well, let's eat then. Get rested. Open up bugger attacks us while we're here, and then we can go looking for him.
I'm just sorting something out, and everything will be fine. Okay, well, you can rest, and obviously anyone who's fatigued can recover their fatigue. You can all eat and feed yourselves to lose any fatigue you have. Yeah. I think.
Well, I'll keep a watch out of the gate that's on towards the inside of the city.
Just imagine. And
For getting a proper rest, everybody who used PowerPoints would get them back, right?
that's correct.
Oh, look, the face has moved.
I'm just sort of reminding you it's there, Rannick.
I'm not sure that's something he would forget.
So there you go. It's looking at you.
Matter of what,
You know
because
what? I don't
someone should be
think
watching
it
where
could
he
be.
puts his feet anyway, or he's just going to trip. So
There you go. The face.
It appears to move. It's a phantom Fizzog.
No. I'm just making the point that if every time Raddick looks up, that's what he sees.
I know you're just trying to get ahead of the players.
Exactly. There we go. I'll turn it off for now. But every so often, I may be forced to remind you it's there. Right.
There, yeah.
Hey, exploring Xin-Shalast. Hey, none of you. Interesting. Ah, here we are. Well, the evening passes uneventfully, as it were. Good, I suspect. Your point of view.
well, I'm feeling much better. I'm stuffed, and we managed to build a fire, right? So I'm toasty warm.
Yep.
And I've had a good night's sleep. Nothing would disrupt our sleep, right? There's no like creepy crawlies that come after us during the night.
Well, he just said you have a good night's rest, so yeah.
Aye, Rannick doesn't really sleep anyway, does he not?
Not a great deal now.
Well, he's been on guard all night, so he's fine.
I will. Rannick's been on guard all night because he doesn't need to sleep. I will point out that you did see a number of giants moving that way through the night. They literally came down the road here, walked along there, and then obviously they walked that way where you lost sight of them.
What type of giant?
Very good question.
Big ones.
Oh, like that.
They weren't miniature giants? Curses.
Hang on. As the night goes on, the number of fires that light up, I need you to assume there's quite a lot of giants over there.
Well, in the morning, I'll say, you know what? There's quite a lot of giants in this place. Didn't come in to look at us because I'm guessing they thought the fire we had were the one from those chaps that were here before. But there's a lot of giants. Well, we can always go and try and make friends with him. But, well, that's not worked very well for us in past, has it?
What, sneaking through?
No, making friends haven't worked well in the past, but, it's maybe worth a go.
Okay.
Hi, we're here to kill your Lord and Master Karzog.
No, I wouldn't start with that line.
No? All right.
Hey, we're not here to kill your Lord and Master. Karzog.
I would just say that we're going to the mountain, and if you would like to get out of the way in an orderly fashion, that would be absolutely splendiferous. I mean,
Well, we
bless
could
you.
lead him to believe that we're here to pay homage to Karzog or whatever his name is.
Well, maybe we should draw one of them seven-pointed what's names on us again, like we did had to in last place to get in.
Oh, draw.
Distractions.
Aye.
Yeah, I will admit Sihedron medallions would probably be very useful in this place. Shame someone destroyed them all every time you found them. Oh, what's the plan? So I was just checking. Very interesting encounter, this one. If you head over there.
So, did they seem to be like in a particular part? I mean, is there some way we could like stealth around them, Rannick?
Well, they were walking along that road there. Tell you what, can't really see where they went. I'll sneak out and have a look. So Rannick is going to intend to, because they went this way,
Let's
and
have
go
a
down.
stealthy stealth roll from Rannick.
Wait, Rannick, before you go, I might be able to help you with that if you
yeah,
just
that's true.
be patient a minute.
All right.
But let me see how long, like if I were to cast with extra power points, invisibility on Rannick. Just because, you know, I got to keep him alive. I got a wedding to plan. So, if I cast it on him, what's the longest I can make it last?
Well, it'll be 5 rounds basic, and then every further 5 rounds after that will cost you an extra power point.
For 2 power, you can't do star powers though, can you? It's
No.
5 rounds. 'Cause otherwise it'd be minutes, but you can't do minutes because you can't do the greater duration. But yeah, 5 rounds basic.
So that's only like 30 seconds, right?
It is. Yep. But let's work this one out. So hang on. What's your pace these days, Rannick?
Still 6.
Okay, so 1 second. 1 round will get him to there. 2 rounds would get to there. 3 rounds. Let's be honest. You'll probably sort of hide somewhere in that over there. So 3 rounds will get him. He can get all the way to there, as it were, without, and then still have 2 rounds to get back before it runs out. Assuming that of course means he's moving at normal speed and not therefore being quiet, but he is invisible.
Yeah. I'll probably go through that gap there.
Okay, well then I'm going to spend the power points, and hopefully I'll. It's like 5 power points just to do the 5 rounds. So.
Isn't it going to take him a little while to go and scout because it's like everything's a bit bigger? I mean, you do not mind you that not many of that buildings to the block though, is there?
I must admit, I need to check. I do need to check whether they check. 1 square. Oh yeah, 1 square. Oh sorry, 1 square equals 750 feet.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's why I was going to be relying on my elven cloak and my elven boots.
Yeah. That's a distance multiplier on. That'd be interesting, isn't it? Okay, 750 feet divided by 6. So each square is 125 inches. It's big.
Mm.
That's an impossibly large map. Oh, well, you're not supposed to use it for combat anyway, so that's okay. Distance more. Yeah, so the distance modifier is 125. Okay, which means, hang on. Oh, that didn't work. Well, that's because it didn't bloody keep it. Yeah, so it's 100. Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't even get that far before invisibility ran out.
Yeah.
Well, and the other side of that is I can just like turn you into a little bitty air elemental. They've got a flight of 12. I can make sure that you can still talk to us, and we can just send you out. And
well, I could activate the mind link instead.
You could use your ear cuff thingy then to communicate with Jelsa so that you can report anything that you see as you go. And it's only good for 2 hours at a time.
Oh, that should be plenty of time. So I'm going to, instead of rolling...
No, if I'm going out... Hang on. If I'm going out there to scout out things on my own, I'd rather do it as me than as something unnatural.
told you,
An air elemental
I
is
knew
not
she'd have,
unnatural.
I knew Chelsea would end up with pink dice with pink numbers. It looks very nice. I like it.
Yeah, and I just activated the mind link. I'm not doing the invisibility.
Invisibility, that's fine. Yeah.
So that's only at 1 PowerPoint.
I will put up the hood on my elven cloak and start sneaking.
Just scream if you need help, Rannick. I can hear you.
All right.
Oh, I like your dice, Rannick.
Oh, I didn't see
Yeah,
them.
the earth one.
Oh, the earth ones, yeah, they're nice to texture. Okay, here we go. This will probably help me work it out once and for all. So, if I say distance modifier 750, 125 inches, okay, and then I draw the grid on the GM map, which has squares on it. Go back to there. So, Panic is at the gates. I think I can work out a sensible distance. Answer is no. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm not going to worry about distances on this map.
Because I got the raise, all that does is increase the distance on it, so I can hear him up to 5 miles away.
That's a code template on this map.
Cone template.
Pardon?
Teeny tiny cone template.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to worry too much about distances on this map.
So Rannick sneaks.
Yep.
To have a look at where the giants were.
Go for it.
I did. I already rolled myself.
You did, so I'm waiting for you to see which route you take.
Okay.
I should point out that the map completely contradicts the description, because if that says to me that's higher than the road, would you not agree? The shading.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently that is the elevated bit.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So basically, when you get to, what happens is, I'm going to. There's a way to. Isn't there a way to? I can. Oh, that's it. I have to delete one waypoint. That's annoying, isn't it? If I delete that waypoint, that brings you to there. When you get to there, what you realise is that roadway is 70 feet above your head. So you just walk underneath it.
So I'll walk underneath it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk underneath it then.
It's an elevated stone causeway. It's 25 yards wide. Hang on, what's 25 yards? That's helpful. 25 yards wide is going to be 12 inches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes life easier.
Well, but is it 25 yards wide where Rannick is, or over here to the left, like between those two buildings? Is it narrower over there and wider over here?
That's about the same there, isn't it? So, okay, so 25 yards wide is 12 inches, so already the map contradicts itself in scale.
I think Bert's saying, is it 12 inches wide there or 12 inches wide here?
Yeah. Is it 12 inches wide here?
That's the main road. These ones here are sort of side roads.
Or side roads, okay.
Yeah. I'm not worrying too much because I don't think there's any fights that actually happen on this map, so I'm not going to get too hung up on the scale anymore. Okay, Rannick, you get to there. I'm going to right. If you want to climb up that very tall building there, you can. It will take you a while, but you can get up to the top. And I mean, going up the inside of it, obviously, not literally climbing up the outside of it.
Oh, yeah. I'll be fine climbing up the outside. I have my gloves of climbing.
Okay, if you want to climb, it's about
it's
about 350 feet high.
So what happens if he gets into trouble? How can we help him? Or is he on his own?
Well, if he gets in trouble, I'll be able to relay that because I can hear him up to 5 miles away.
I'll run.
And then Bird obviously can just change him into something into self that will move really fast.
If it looks like the building's abandoned and there are
Yeah.
stairs inside I can see, then I'll climb up the inside, yeah.
They are giant-sized stairs, of course, so...
No, I'm bigger than most people. I'm sure I can manage giant-sized stairs.
Sure you can.
Yeah. I'll climb up the inside then, still being wary of being seen, and see what I can see from the top.
Okay, you clamber up the top. Takes you a while. You get to the top of that building, and you look.
I'll tell you,
you look that way into that huge sort of square plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see giants, and you start counting.
Right, I'm just going to count the giants for you, Sparkle Tits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Many. Lots. Several. There's a bloody large number of them.
I relay that to the others. It's like somebody really needs to get that boy an education.
Look, there's at least 500. I would joking. I'd say there's 500 or so, maybe more. Let's just say.
Can we creep by?
Well,
maybe going up this way.
We could try picking over that lava flow. It certainly might be a way around. Or there's maybe back
follow the contours of the lava flow.
I tell you what, though, it looks to me like it's a tent city. You know, why they'd be living in tents and not in buildings, I've got no idea. But
the buildings are ruins mostly.
Yeah, but you'd have thought they'd have repaired some buildings. But honestly, it looks like a refugee camp to me.
No, this is the armies that Karzog is going to command as soon as he gets himself resurrected.
Yeah, I mean they can't be native because you can't find this place unless you're in the know. To follow the river to get here, you would have to either have to originate from here, or you would have to be in the club to find the river to get here.
Well, there's all sorts of different giants here. There's hill giants, there's frost giants, there's stone giants.
But giants built this place. Look at the size of these buildings. So they would know that, because it obviously was giant built. Maybe Karzog is a giant. Has anybody thought about that?
Well, I know he's larger than life, but I think it's more important to realize that Karzog has been talking to giants. I mean, that's how what's-his-name was trying to gather together the horde that went in and tried to smash up the town.
Yeah, Morian and that lot.
Well, the place where they flooded it and what have you is what I was thinking. Back where your girlfriend is.
Sandpoint.
I'll tell you what, though, they can't have been here that long. I mean, the frost giants they're supposed to be used to cold, but they're obviously not used to the air up here. Tell you what, I'll go and have a look and see if going underneath the road will be a way we can go. Take me a while though. Got to make my way back down this bloody building. Forget statues, bastard stairs everywhere as well.
Can we get to the building to you safely? Because there's no point in backtracking. We're going to need to keep together. Can we catch up with you safely?
Yeah, while you're coming down, we'll come out there to meet up with you.
You said that roadway is raised. Can we just hide under the roadway and wait for you at the bottom of the building?
Should be able to, aye.
Okay, then Jelsa's not going to even wait for the others to see that they agree. Where's this? I need to get to where here.
That's where I'll be when the meet-up point.
Wow, that's a big move.
Just trying to read
And
the
Jelsa,
description
in
of
the
that.
meantime, realizing even to a giant, she's going to dig through her pouches and stuff and find like a bandana and something to cover her hair. All of the sacrifices we have to make.
You know, you have some really strange priorities, Sparkle Tits.
Hey, a gnome is very much what color they're born, and it matters.
Well, you haven't changed colour. You just put something over it.
That's what I did. I tied a bandana over it, but then that mashes it flat.
Aye.
You won't understand, Rannick. When was the last time you combed your hair?
This morning. Comb your hair every day. Have you not noticed?
Well, that says what a great job you're doing, that you comb your hair every day and nobody noticed.
You know that area you were asking about? It looks like that.
It looks like what?
You know that dark grey area that's volcanic rock? It's volcanic.
Yeah.
It's volcanic. It's volcanic rock covered in a glacier. So that's what it looks like.
Did you just share a picture of it? Because I can't see that.
Oh, did I not share the picture?
There you go. Right, okay. Right, well, maybe we can't go that way then.
And now you can see how you can always see him, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No, you can.
cold.
You can go that. It's not. Yeah, you can go that way. I believe it's just not pleasant.
Well, we can maybe cleave close to buildings and sneak along them. We could get around that campsite that way at least.
Or maybe building to building.
Aye.
Well, let's hide under this roadway as far as it goes.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
So, there was that nice giant lady. Maybe some of these are nice giant folks. We might be able to, talk with them, but I understand here if it went wrong, that would be kind of really bad.
Yeah, and if they're not friendly, do you want to approach them to start a conversation, or do we want to assume they're not friendly and hide just because if they see you, they kill you on sight?
Well,
And
yeah,
that lady, and that
ain't something I'd quite. I'd really rather it didn't happen.
yeah, and that lady was friendly because we were trying to stop the guy that killed her husband.
Yeah, true.
She wasn't friendly. She saw us as the instrument of her revenge.
So that is in the other book. I'd read it. I knew I'd read it. It was just finding me out that I couldn't find it. Xin-Shalast Slave District. Here we go. When Earthfall devastated the region, an Earthfall volcano east of the city finally erupted. Only a few of the hardier stone buildings survived. In ages since, they've slowly been consumed by the advance of a great glacier creeping over the old lava flow. Its leading edge icy and razored, its body a dark mass of gritty ice. The district exists now, so this is obviously that whole area that is in grey. Yeah. The district exists now as a haunted landscape of blasted terrain and occasional ruins projecting up at crazy angles where they have managed to oppose the glacier's advance. So you can cross it, it's just a bit treacherous, to say the least. But you can go that way, is what I'm saying.
Well, I reckon we, just go along edge of buildings, get round where that campsite is, and have a look further into the city. What do you reckon?
Yeah,
reckon
if that's the plan, I'm fine with that.
Giants.
I'm gonna. You should be able to move freely now.
No, it's oh, there we go. Yeah. So I reckon we make our way up here along backs of buildings.
Well, some of these look pretty tight fit. Jelson can probably get through, but I don't know about you big hulky types.
Don't forget, no, you say tight fit. Don't forget, that's 24 feet.
Yeah.
You've got to remember the scale of this place is immense. The buildings are at least every house is at least 300 feet tall, and I'm talking about house, not let alone the towers and everything else.
Yeah. Right. This looks like a fairly major road, so I'll be checking out down there before we cross over here.
Well, then I'm just gonna duck back over here underneath the cliff and stay out of sight. You don't have to talk out loud lest they hear you. All you gotta do is towards me, and I'll hear you.
Okay.
So this whole place must have filled up with gas then and killed everything.
Certainly something happened.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the snow-covered lava, that's slow lava. But the first one, presumably after impact, the first thing that happened was that when the mountain erupted, the whole thing would have thrown ash everybody and killed everything. Almost instantaneously.
When the wind cuts right just between the jagged pleats, listeners can sometimes hear the otherworldly voices of the ancients piping. Tekelekili. Apparently that's what this is now.
Tekelili.
Tekelili, yes.
Oh, really? Great.
So what does that mean then?
Could have no idea in character.
Tekelili. Yeah, that's quite spot on, yes. Well, there you go. I really wouldn't worry about it then.
So yeah, it's just a big tomb, isn't it? Really.
Aye.
I can see towers sticking out the lava.
Certainly looks like a large amount of city got covered over. Well, do we want to climb over it or go around straight?
Well,
Can
tell
we
you
cut
what, right?
right
Can we
through
just
the
stay?
building?
Can we stay here? Can you go to the top of that building there?
Aye, I can probably climb up. Can I see anything from up there?
Well, that's just going to be an icy lava flow and all that, so you probably
That would have been a plus gloves of climbing, but I haven't got.
I would say right now you should really be using, if you're going that way, you should be really using your elemental frost dice.
Well, we can also just cut through this building to get around that little bit of lava flow without having to climb over it.
That's my thought.
And I was just noticing, does anybody else see that whenever an area that you have seen goes back behind line of sight, it kind of fuzzes the buildings just a little bit?
It does. There's a new fog of war thing on there now.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, isn't that cool? I like that. I'd noticed that. That's rather cool.
So, can I see any more movement around the city from this
No,
vantage point now?
no. It seems quite quiet here. You are in the district. Let's have a look. Right near the edge of the artisan district.
Well, I'll drop a rope for everybody else to clamber up, and then.
Okay, so the area, basically, the area on the right, there's not much of it left, but on the area on the left, it seems to be basically you're walking past shops and bazaars.
Made my way through the building.
And then further west, it seems to be mills. There seems to be cisterns fed, not pistons said, cisterns fed by subterranean aqueducts from the district now stand empty. There we go.
Okay, that looks important. It's round and it's got space round it.
Indeed, the northern portion of the district has a large. Yeah, I'm just going to check how far up you have to get before that comes. Leave that district. Okay, yeah. Okay, an immense dome of stone rises at the end of the elevated road. Basically rises in the distance because you're not at the end of the elevated road, but anyway. The structure towers 500 feet in height. It is capped by a smaller dome that brings the total height to nearly 700 feet in all. Numerous arches and openings decorate the building's sides, all allowing access to its cavernous interior.
This is working. Can we not kind of go this way? Oh, sorry, not that direction. I was thinking more along the lines of and then heading out this way.
Sorry about that. To run off for a moment.
I'm just assuming that the Giants are sticking to the east side of this valley.
No, they seem to be just basically all camped back further south. You haven't seen anything for a while.
We've not seen anything at all around here. Nothing alive at all.
No, nothing. Well, no, not at all.
They might figure that once they stay near the gate, nothing's going to get past there. So.
Oh, could be.
I imagine that's the pyramidal structure atop a large dome is the one you pointed out.
The triangle one rather than the round one.
No, well, a pyramidal structure atop a large dome.
Oh, yeah, that could be a four-sided pyramid, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's that as well, which, being different, looks like it might have some kind of import as well.
Mm.
Yeah, do you reckon it's good?
I have notice checks, please. Dokey. So,
Yeah. If I don't look, then the statue head can't see me. I think.
That's one theory, Stunty.
does that answer your question?
My 2-year-old, if they close their eyes, I can't see them.
Yes. So I'm thinking if I close my eyes, yeah, if I stare at this wall over here, I'll be fine. Totally fine.
Anyway, so Bert didn't hear anything. Dondred didn't hear anything. Sorry, Snookum. Oh, it actually says Snookums. They finally fixed it. Rannick notices, Bert notices, and Jelson notices. You hear the rattle of a falling rock. Came from that building.
Oh, Chelsea didn't put it back up against the wall.
Rannick will sneak up towards it.
Be careful, Rannick.
He
I'm
did
always
change
here.
his dice. I'm going to lie like that.
So yeah, I mean, there is going to. I'd be hardly surprised if there's no animals whatsoever. Normally, when towns get abandoned, I mean, animals move in.
You see hiding in the shadows of the building a strange humanoid creature.
If I can sneak up around behind it, I would like to, and then grab it and put my hand over its mouth so it can't scream out.
Oh no, it's looking at you as you're getting closer.
If I was you, I'd watch out for things like ghouls and things like that. You know, that presumably get. I'd imagine quite after the eruption, there was quite a few dead bodies around here.
Okay, so I've obviously been clocked by it then.
Yeah. It made a noise, and it's looking at you. It's looking at you with wide eyes. It's obviously scared because it knows it gave itself away and can see you coming towards it.
Okay, well, in which case, Rannick will squat down, unless it's is it? How big is it?
Humanoid.
Yeah, but giants are humanoid. So how big?
Size 0.
Okay, so normal sized. Okay, I'll squat down then, and I'll look back at it, and I'm going to go out on a limb and guess it speaks giant, being from around here, and saying giant. So, who are you then?
And Jelson's going to whisper something in Thessalonian. Try a Thessalonian greeting if that helps.
Unga bunga bunga boo.
I will tell you what to say.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. I. More give mean not to startle. More give not mean to frighten. More give not mean to fight. More give hunting. More give hide. No hurt, more give.
Morgan sounds like a certain house elf I'm familiar with.
All right. Well, let's not give him any socks then.
What language is the house elf talking in?
He's speaking in common.
Ooh.
All right then. Well, you're Morgiv, eh?
You are smart. You deduced my name. I did not
No,
say
I'm
my
not
name.
smart. I'm Rannick. I'm not smart. I'm Rannick.
Oh my
Oh,
God! I'm hearing this conversation.
More,
Shaking my head.
Morgiv cannot understand how someone can to work out his name. You must be very bright. Maybe you are the ones that we were told would come.
Oh, aye. And who told you that there were ones that were coming? By the way, you don't have a friend called Boopoo, do you?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Ask him if he has a friend named Dobby.
Well, this is Xin-Shalast, and I'm sure I've heard of some fellow with just as clever as you are, called Bupu, who hung out in Zaroff.
Since the thing doesn't seem threatening, I'm gonna catch up to Rannick. Sure.
That's a very good point, actually. You were told to look for someone, weren't you? Oh, Dragonlance reference, no. But do you remember you were... I've forgotten her name, who's obviously stayed back with Irina.
The Texas lady.
Yes, she's obviously stayed back with Irina. She did say something, didn't she?
Svenka. Yeah, but I can't remember who she said we should look for.
No, I can't. I'm just looking for it now. The Queen of the Ice Mists. Uh-huh. She told you about Xin-Shalast's skulks, the descendants of the city's original citizens. They still live in the city ruins. Svenka knows there are two factions among the skulks: the relatively peaceful and less powerful Spared, and the vampiric minions of the Hidden Beast, a creature with whom Svenka has fought before. She suggested you seek out members of the Spared for further information about the city. Once you enter the place, a few other factions within Xin-Shalast will be as willing to help you.
I bet you this is one of them, Rannick.
So,
The friendlies, not the vampiric one.
And he's not tried to eat you, so presumably he's not part of the vampire-ish side of the family.
Morgan, come out here into the sun, will you, where I can see you properly.
Ooh,
Is there even sunlight up here?
I don't know.
So
I'm sure there is. There may not be. Actually, there's probably more sunlight because we're probably above the cloud cover at this point.
you probably are, yeah.
15,000. You're 15,000 feet up, aren't you?
Come out here into the sun where we can see you, and let's talk about this being told we was coming. Who told you we was coming?
He doesn't seem to. He's called a skulk, so I'm going to assume he's a skulk. He's called a skulk, so I'm assuming they like to skulk and hide in shadow. So he doesn't really come outside. He stays in the shadows, and tells you a great deal. Obviously, I shall paraphrase it, but Morgiv sort of tells you that after he tells you the stories of the ancient, the stories of them, and that after the collapse of the volcanic eruption that destroyed the city, many of the slaves found themselves suddenly freed, yet without the gear or experience to make escaping the city possible. Instead, they retreated into the deep caves below Xin-Shalast, where they found themselves safe within cysts that formed among the ruined buildings.
Oh, maybe these caves have a way into Xin-Shalast.
Led by a woman named Mesmina, a powerful cleric of Lissala, who abandoned her loyalty to Kazog with the Empire's fall, they remained hidden beneath the notice of the remaining inhabitants of the city above. And over the course of hundreds of generations, they became better at hiding. In fact, at this point, I think, while he's talking, actually, sometimes when he talks about the scarier bits, he seems to disappear as his skin changes colour and he blends in with the wall behind him. I don't think he even realises he's doing it. It's every time he tells you about bits that scare him, he sort of fades out slightly. Calling themselves the Spared, these survivors believed in a divine mandate handed down from Ethmina that they were meant to survive no matter the cost and find the freedom in the city that once oppressed them. Over the years, they excavated a series of tunnels through the earth and grew to know the tangle of caverns connecting various cysts, partially intact buildings buried in the flow. They scavenged vermin and what plants and fungi are able to grow within the humid tunnels, and only rarely make use of their hidden surface entrances. However, trouble has come to the spared after centuries of isolation. Recent diggings to expand their warrens broke into some passages that they had not dug. And although the breach was quickly repaired and camouflaged, it seems that something was not done quickly enough, and something had passed through that none of them saw into their tunnels. They call this creature the hidden beast because they find themselves once again enslaved. This is ensconced within the inner chambers of the tunnels, surrounded by of former members of their tribe. Do its bidding. The ancient prophecies of Besmina say that when the spares become enslaved once more, strangers will come to free them. And he hopes that you are the strangers. They have become enslaved and they are in need of the strangers.
Well, you never know. We might be just what you're looking for.
Well, Rennick, this guy probably can show us where we need to be and how to find Karzog. So let's do him a favor, and then he'll be more inclined to do us one.
You know what, Sparkle Tits? I was thinking exactly that. So if we can free you...
It sounds evil and it must be smited.
Can I just say... I can't believe... I'm going to check the original. I'm looking at the D20 version here.
Is it butter?
No, it's not that. Okay. Oh, there, Bale Skulks, Pathfinder Beastry, number 2, page 248. So they give you the stats for them. But anyway, so it's really interesting. So the stats for Morgiv, they say he's a skulk, and obviously I've keyed them in. I'm going to have to check the original PDF now. It says that skulks, the languages for the skulk says common and giant. Okay, and you get all the way down here, and then it says he only speaks Thessalonian. Well, that contradicts the stats you printed in the book.
Well, I speak Thessalonian, so
I know. So we'll have to retcon it and assume that the whole conversation was in Thessalonian. But I'm just going to check to see if that's my mistake or theirs.
Well, take your time, because Irina also speaks Thessalonian, and we need to catch her up to us before we do. Well, we might be able to go kill this hidden beastie thing all by ourselves, and then get Irina and Amber and what's her name? Is that Lana?
There's systems. There's Savage World. There's Pathfinder. It's got to. There is Rise of the Runelords. There's Book 6 of Rise of the Runelords. Let's go find Morgiv. Language is common giant. Typical. Now, obviously, in the PDF, you read through all the information about Morgiv, and then you get to the description of the skulk afterwards. But obviously, in Fantasy Grounds, the first thing I did was opened up the skulk and looked at what languages he spoke.
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying. I might have to I'll change that. I will treat that as a bug, and even though it is exactly how it is in the original, I will change it. Morgiv speaks.
In which case, I won't have been talking to him, and it'll be down to Jelsa to negotiate with Morgiv and say that we're going to go and do that.
Which I would do in a heartbeat, because it's like, because one good turn deserves another. We'll come and free you guys and kill this hidden beastie thing, but then we need to find our way to Karzog, and because while we have bigger business than just freeing you guys, not that that's not a worthy cause, but ultimately the freedom is a lot longer lasting if we can just deal with Karzog.
Morgiv is getting excited, and he tells you that you are the strangers. Your appearance and raiments are similar to those pictured on the walls of his home and in the depictions of Mesmina herself. He says if you agree to help, he will lead you he will lead you to Area 1. It's interesting.
Oh, let's go. First, we want to go see his house. because
Area
I wanna
I.
see if one of them
I wonder where the pictures came from.
Well, let's go see if one of them has pink hair. That's fairly distinctive.
He agrees to help. He excitedly will lead you to the network of tunnels that leads to the hidden beast's underground lair, bypassing all of the monster's guardians with ease.
All right.
Take my bandana off because my hair is short. If he's got a picture of something like me, then
Are you following?
yes, we are. Where is he?
Mhm.
Obviously, you're doing this underground through hidden tunnels and everything.
Mhm.
Well, at least
I thought he was.
So
Somehow something
I take the scarf off for a bit because, well, I don't like covering my hair and I fluff it up.
Yeah, I just need to sort out this one, so we're going to take that there. And we're going to take that, and we're going to take that because we no, we'll do that one. Okay, so triangle of networks and caves. You realise as you're going through these caves, you could have spent weeks, if not months, wandering these tunnels and never found your way back out. And Morgiv again explains as he goes along that for thousands of years these tunnels were the primary home of the spared. Apparently 5 decades ago, they broke into an ancient crypt below the surface. There we go. So,
Right. So this hidden beast, what can you tell us about it other than it's nasty?
It kind of sounds like a vampire, doesn't it? If he's talking about possession of the tribe,
Aye.
but they can't see it. I don't know.
It's all right. We can kill vampires. Just make sure we don't get bit by them. We got magic weapons. Vampires don't like them.
what it is? Oh, okay. Who's that? What is that? Excuse me. Because I recognise the name. Oh, it's one of them. Oh, that really one that got the infamous adventure. It's going to. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No problem. Okay. Well, no one's ever seen it. That's the problem.
That's the only bit that doesn't get me is the invisible part. I mean, what undead nasty we got that we can't see? I mean, it can't be a shadow or anything like that because that doesn't possess you, does it? As far as I know, I haven't seen anything.
Morgiv's never basically ventured this far because it's It's basically he gets to a certain point and then he sort of he sort of makes it quite clear he doesn't that you just need to follow this corridor eastward. Sorry, hang on, you'll be coming in from the south, and the lair will be sort of south of here. Okay, but he
I suppose it could be like a vampire that can cast spells.
Oh,
I mean, even if it's
yeah.
invisible, I will probably still see it if I will probably still see it if it's invisible.
How you do that?
Faith.
Oh, right.
There you go, Rannick's in the lead. So that's it, the corridor heading southwards. Yeah, we don't want that yet. We'll worry about that when the time comes. There we go. Got the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned it's
I'll sneak a little bit further down the corridor to see what I can see. No, I won't.
Oh, no problem at all.
I was just about to say I wanted to go to the front, but I was worried about making too much noise, and then the guy I'm trying to talk to him falls in his face. What?
Basically,
No,
Rannick, as you intentionally
bloody hell, Stunty.
Yeah, with a loud crash of armour and banging and everything else, Rannick trips over Dondre.
You bugger, Stunty. What the bloody hell do you think you're doing?
There seems to be an opening ahead.
Well, I guess stealth is out the question. Let's just walk forwards then. Here, Beastie, hidden Beastie, you in there?
Who's going first? Is Dondre going first?
Wait a minute. Hang on. Aye, so presumably if we just walk in, we'll be fine.
Hey, right. The tunnel opens into a large room assisting the earth under the weight of the buried city formed by some ancient basement gallery. A raised balcony on to the northwest is accessed by 2 stairs. I'm obviously giving you a description for when you get in there. And has a low stone balustrade. Pillars along the room's perimeter rise to a vaulted ceiling, while in the centre of the room sits a dais holding an ornate throne. Seated upon the throne is a skeletal figure, shrouded in musty robes bearing arcane symbol.
Just scrambling to keep up with Rannick. She's got to keep him alive.
Hey, oh, well, there's more than one of them. And they're not that hidden.
Okay.
I was trying to sense a presence, but I suppose if they come and they're actually labelled, I mean, what's that writing on? Can't it be any good, can it?
Aye, they're hitting their name badges.
That's satanic, that is.
Time to panic.
The skeleton, okay, so I'm just going to get everyone moved down a bit and then tell you what. The skeleton atop the throne in the middle of the room, basically was obviously looking, was already sort of sitting and looking over his shoulder to face you all as you come in because he knows you're there. He heard you all. And then, oh, okay, that could be interesting. I don't know if anyone can speak this.
If you type it in and toss it in the window, we'll know.
Conrad.
I will. I will offer blood to you.
What the bloody hell's he saying? What the bloody hell are you saying?
Yeah, I'll offer up that.
So you're going to step forwards to the dice, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to step forward to dice, and then I'm going to cast Destroy Undead.
You step forward to the dais. Before you get to task Destroy Undead.
Yeah. I'll get as close in the sort of middle of them between the guy and the guy and the two minions, and then I'll pull up Holy Symbol and go die in the name of Gorum.
Entirely sure what happened there, but okay, yeah. You got a 3 on your agility check. Although actually you got a 4 on your agility check. No statues down here. Turn that off. So you something. But well, as you step in, going die, something you can't see just entangles you. Leaving you vulnerable, isn't it? It's not opposed, so you are entangled. Okay. Something invisible entangles Dondrad as you get ready to sort of reveal your holy symbol. Your arms get pinned down to your sides. See what happens now.
Dante, what you doing?
Something's just grabbed me. By the way, these guys are all talking to demons. Vampires that talk abyssal.
Okay, Rannick, you're up first.
Okay. Sorry, Dondrad. Rannick says, Stunty, duck, and then sweeps. I'll just give myself sweep for a moment.
Oh, is he any good at sweep like him and he's good at sweep?
Are you sweeping with your spear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Dondrad's in the zone. I'm just trying to find sweep. I can't find it in the ranges.
You can't hit that one.
Which one?
That one.
Why not?
There's a pillar that will sort of get, as far as I'm concerned, you'll hit the pillar.
Oh, I was going to jump. I was going to jump up onto the dais of the throne first.
Oh, okay.
But I was just trying to find. I can't find sweep in my ranges tactics. I know it's in here somewhere. There we go. So, hop up there. And I'm relying on Dondrad being far tougher than whatever they are.
Hang on, I've just realised I've missed off one of the NPCs. Oh, before you roll, there's one missing. I've just realised.
Oh, okay. I've already rolled, I'm afraid, but
I know. Oh, the skeleton, didn't I? The undead lord.
oh,
That's okay. So you rolled. What did you roll? You rolled a 14.
I did.
Where's the -2 for sweep?
I don't have it because I've got improved sweep.
It's fine. That's what I was asking. Okay. Roll for damage.
Okay. Unfortunately, it looks like Dondrad's up first. Sorry, Dondrad.
My music cutting out today. I'm going to stop it. That sounds really. That. roll for damage.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right damage. So it's that one. Oh, okay. So that one on the hidden beast, but never mind.
It's okay. So I just need to see what its vulnerabilities are. It came up invulnerable. Going. You hit Dondrad for 3 wounds.
Hooray!
Be bad. If it don't die from blood loss in a moment.
Entangle doesn't affect your soak rolls, at least.
Indeed, it does not. That will be a 4 or a 5. Which at the moment a 5 means he takes 2 wounds.
And then I'll roll damage on the other things as well. What are they invulnerable to?
I don't know. That's what I need to look up. Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, so 2 wounds. 4 power points means you'll avoid all of them then.
Yep. 4 power points would turn that into a 12 and no wounds taken.
Still cost 2 bloody pennies.
Hooray!
I don't like these new dice. They're like rolling 6s.
They do. And I think there's one more for me to do, and then you need to work out what the immunities are.
Oh, I know what the immunities are. Not sure
Well,
how that.
Let's hope they're not immune to my magic spear then.
Okay, so I need to read this one. Okay, so what happens is you incapacitate 3 of the skulks. You instantly become gaseous.
Okay.
I'll leave them I'll leave them visible, but they're incapacitated, but they've become gaseous. Okay. Oh, you got one more damage roll to make.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah, the guy at the top. Sorry, I missed him again. Where are we? There we go.
I don't think it actually. It decided to hit Dondred again, but that's fine. I'll just do it. Hit with raise, 8 points of damage. Yeah, shake the skeleton sitting upon the chair.
Okay. Well, I'll take taking out 3 of them and shaking the other one. That. I'll go with that.
Okay, Bert, you're up.
Okay, Bert is going to step forward so he can actually see what's going on. And then I will shoot the last skulk that's across the way.
Let's say from there, it's behind a raised dais, so it'll get 3/4 cover, but you can shoot it if you want.
Okay, then I'll phase arrow.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, you got me there. It is nice to see. It is nice to see coloured text on the numbers, isn't it? It makes a change from just black and white.
Mm.
You know what? I think I will drop a Benny on that. Did not give me my raise damage.
I'm saying that's 14 damage in total. Oh, no.
Oh wait, no, that gave me a shooting, not a mumble fuss. Yeah, 12 shaken. I'll take that.
Okay. One shaken skulk.
And let's see, Snooks is going to come in here and try to cut Dondrad free from whatever it is that's holding him.
I was reading stuff. Schnook's moving.
Yeah, Schnooks is going to move up and try and free Dondrad from whatever this stuff is. And you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and pounce to do that.
Going to pounce on Dondrad. Okay.
Absolutely. And shred the things that are got a hold of him.
The invisible things.
Well, yes, of course.
Hey, roll for damage. You hit with a raise.
Oh, we're definitely going to spend a Benny on that.
Guns is using a penny.
Oh, good grief, that was even worse.
Same result.
Yeah, no, it was worse because it's cost a Benny to get it. Yeah, okay. We're definitely clawing at something there.
I forgot to turn on pound. So actually, oh no, you did it manually, didn't you? That's
Yeah,
okay.
I got it.
Yeah, that's okay then. So it is just unfortunately there's something there, but it didn't seem. Yeah. Okay, the hidden beast is up. More. Anyway, right, what does it do?
Probably stays hidden.
Turns
Well,
around and runs
indeed.
because we're such a scary group.
Yeah.
Very much so.
These are clearly a bunch of badasses. I should not be here.
I'm just trying to work out. So, okay, where's the description? Because I know what it says. Okay, so if anyone offers themselves blood, I've lost the desiccated bit. There we are. Hidden beasts. If the hero offers himself, uses blood. Oh, blood drain ability. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Oh, bound.
Yeah, I was going to offer myself up, but it was just a scam, so I could step up to them and cast destroy.
Okay. We're going to get a multi-action. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bite Rannick. Way, but it misses. Second action. It's going to see if it can improve its grip upon Dondrad.
Come on, crit fail.
Well, there was a double one in there, wasn't there?
Mm.
So it did critically fail. So basically, as far as I'm concerned, that means Dondrad breaks free.
Oh, Dondrad with the reversal.
It curses. You hear some shriek of rage.
Well, I was trying to give a holy symbol out at the time, so maybe it's kind of trying to improve its grasp and it's trying to grab me around the neck, only to find its thing has burned because it's touched the holy symbol. It's went, ow! I'll let him go because he's bought.
Jels is up next.
Elsa's going to move up here next to Bert. Well, she's got 7. I need you to move me so I get my line of sight. I've moved 7 out of my 7, or 5 out of my 7.
It's not showing any movement for you at all.
Oh, that's weird.
Ah, it's just appeared. It's just appeared. There you go.
That's some bad lag. And I've got 2 more to move. So I'm going to come around this pillar. What can I see from here? Go ahead and move me. So can I see the thing up on the dais?
Skeleton, yes.
Ooh. Well, I'll have to be selective here. But that's an ugly thing. And, well, wait, hang on. If I aim this right. I should be able to get them both on the outer edge. Or even if I backed up a little bit, if I were back here.
Can't see. I can't see. Word saying cone to let you adjust it.
Yeah, and it's not letting me move. Find the little button that lets me move it now, so I can. Yeah, I should be able to get them both.
It's the word cone is what you have to drag. You drag the word cone to make it move like that. You see.
Blast. And so I'll use selective because so are Dondrad and Rannick.
Okay.
Well, actually, I just missed Rannick, but it's
You
still
do.
Dondrad.
Still Dondrad and Stuckums.
And Schnookums, so let me
You
move
don't care
that.
about Dondrad, but hitting Schnookums is unforgivable.
It's not letting me target. Target him for me. I got Skulk 4, but it's not letting me. The guy.
Yeah.
I'm not targeted on what's his name.
Well, that's because every time I target it, you untarget it.
Well, go ahead and target it, and I won't touch it. There. I'm not seeing him targeted.
He's targeted. It was raise.
With the raise.
All that damage. Oh,
hell no. No. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to curse. I'm going to bend.
But that's such a perfect roll.
That's more perfect.
Okay, and you get to roll for the other one.
Which one was that on?
That hit the skeleton.
Okay, then I need to roll one on the Skulk.
Mm-hmm.
My bennies are magic today.
Okay.
That's not enough for this round.
Fire that just keeps circling my head is getting on my nerves. Okay, that's a wound upon the skulk. Dondrad, you're up. Skeleton collapses into a pile of bone.
Well, I had to he was just a dupe for the hidden thing. So can I attack the hidden thing?
You don't know where it is. You shook free of it, and it seems to have moved away from you.
Well, it's going to be 3 actions then, isn't it? Would I be able to find it with detect evil?
Or detect invisibility.
That's interesting. Detect evil.
I don't know how it works. You have to decide.
Detect evil, you have to focus on a specific target, and then you find out if that is evil or not, rather than you just reach out and detect evil in general. Because then when you do your smite evil, you get to reroll.
Reroll fighting
against things that are evil.
Sense the presence of evil amount.
I should know, Andrew. I just thought I'd ask because it's a new ability we've not been using. So.
Detect evil. As an action, the paladin can concentrate on any one object or individual. Yeah. So I think if you can't see it, you can't use detect evil to find it. If that makes sense.
Okay. So what we're going to do is. Right. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll definitely spend 2 power points on a medium burst template. How about that? And what we'll do is we'll cast Destroy Undead for 2 power points.
Mm-hmm. Every undead creature must make a spirit roll, take a wound. Okay.
And then for a second action, can I? Is there any way I can detect this unseen thing.
You can just turn on your detect magic.
Magic on it. Aye. I don't know if it is magic. It's supernatural. I don't know.
That's probably going to be visible, but maybe not.
I'm not. Are you sure that those guys are actually dead? Dead? Are they dead, or not dead?
Gaseous.
Well, I think they were undead and they turned gaseous. But if they're vampire thingies, maybe we need to find their coffins and do them in.
Okay, it's up on the ceiling at the moment.
So it made it saving throw then.
Oh, it made it saving throw, but your detect magic gives you the idea that it's up on the ceiling.
Yeah, so it's a stalactite with it's with limbs. Look above you.
That's handy.
It's one of those what's his face? He's like an undead lurker thing, magiggery.
Yeah.
Trappist doodah. That's a highly technical term, and it's a doodah.
Yeah, that's almost as complicated as a thingamajiggy.
One of those fussy what's names.
Yeah, it's like that. It's considerably high up the pecking order in the what's it though.
Tell you what, it's got lots of teeth.
I have to be honest, actually, that token is the token that obviously they used in Pathfinder, but it ain't the right token for it.
Right, go away. Go away.
He's talking to I assume he's talking to his cat.
They have I don't know what
Yes.
it is with cats, but they seem to be particularly attracted to your keyboard in the middle of anybody's game. I mean, every cat of every player or GM that I play with.
Yes, it's there's a whole story behind it which I won't get into.
Okay, where are we up to? Okay, Gaseous Vampire number 1.
The abridged version is I put a raised desk in. There's photographs on Discord about this. So I put this raised desk in, so you could lift the desk. And the cat then, oh, that's a den. I'll hide underneath it. And every time I go near the keyboard, it's like, it spots me.
Of course.
So.
Okay, so it's all very well, but it doesn't tell us how fast it goes. I suppose it can run in gaseous form, can't it? Go through a crack in the wall.
And
And vanishes. Okay, the last one recovers. Okay. Last one recovers. That. Okay. Doesn't need to run, so I'm going to turn the run off. Just get there without. Okay. A frenzied attack upon the Rannick ensues, hitting once. Rannick is unharmed.
Right.
I just need to roll. I just need to roll that. Come on, let's try that again. Just need to roll that, which is fine. Just need to roll that. Okay, well, that's fine. Tells me everything I need to know.
Can we see it now?
Nope.
No, Dondrad could see it when he turned his detect magic on, but the rest of us can't.
Yeah, I've told you.
Dondrad.
I've told you it's on the ceiling. It's a big stalactite.
There's quite a lot of ceiling up there, Stunty. You'll have to be more specific.
Well, you're supposed to know. I mean, didn't you go to rock school? It's blatantly
No,
obvious.
I didn't
Hey.
want to be a bard.
Rannick gets the Joker.
Not that kind of rock. God Almighty, no.
And Rannick will go for the one that he can see rather than the one that he can't, because that seems like a sensible thing to do.
Then why is Rannick doing it?
But
Okay.
then, since it's
Oh,
shaken, Rannick's
that wounds it and shakes it.
and then I'm going to run round past it towards where the gaseous one was going through the wall to see if I can see where the gaseous ones are vanishing to.
Mm-hmm. Well, they go up the stairs, up the balconies, and down here you won't be able to see.
That's why I'm going up the stairs, so I can try and see where they're going, so that we can maybe get after their gaseous.
I can't see your movement square. I can't see your move, Iros. That's why I didn't know you say you were going up the stairs.
Obviously it's lagging then still.
Yeah, it lagged on my move really bad too.
If I click on you, it updates. First thing you do is hit a pillar.
Right.
You got to there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why the hell can't you? Oh, because of that. That's. Why can't you see? Why can't you? What the hell's going on with the line of sight on this map?
I don't know.
Oh, they do wind me up when they do these bloody It's like they feel the need to. Oh, we're going up a set of. Look, we're going up a set of stairs. But, yeah, it's totally buggered up. You can't see the top. I don't know why. There we go. Let's just do that.
Right.
I don't know what they've done, but they've done something very strange that basically meant obviously that's closed, so you're not at the top of the stairs yet, so that's all you can see. But when it's open, you should be able to see across the balcony. You know what I mean? But yeah. I don't know what they've done. They've done something funky. I'll have to fix the LOS on this map. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. Who's next? It's the Hidden Beasts go. Okay. What's it going to do? Very good question. I think. Well, I'm not very happy right now, so I think I'm going to do. Hang on. Range smart, and what's it smart? It's got a D10 smarts. Okay, that's fine. One, so target Dondrad, target Rannick, target Schnookums, target Gelsa, target Bert. That seems sensible to me. That's going to cost me 2 power points, 3 power points, 4 power points, 5 power points, 6 power points. 7 power points. Yeah, that seems fine. Oh, what the hell? Let's round it up to a nice juicy 8 power points.
Yeah.
And spend a penny
No,
on that.
I know you're back. Bestest pal ever. It wasn't me.
Okie dokie. I got the raise, and all of you are blinded.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, you feel very tired. Okay. That cost me 8 power points. So that would take me down to that. And then I think I'm going to move to over there. Okay, next thing's next. I'm just got it stuck on the walls. There we go. Just going to do that. And hit Bert with a rat swarm. Can't see now because I've got him under.
There's a rat swarm all over him.
Basically, rat swarm all over Bert.
Yeah, what you want to do is make the token size normal and then give it extra reach.
Yeah, I do, don't I? I realised that afterwards. That's a much more sensible way of doing it. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, that's the best way to do it in swarms and fantasy grounds is give them normal size tokens reach, and then every time you wound them, you make the reach small so they shrink.
Like it. Space goes back down to 1, but reach goes to 5. Nope. 2. Reach 2. No. Reach 1. Oh, probably. Okay, reach 2. Doesn't work. The only problem with that is you need to use hexagons rather than squares. The reach working properly. The reach 2 will work. There we go. It's a bit unfair. But medium burst templates is probably the way to go instead. You know, on each one, much easier. I used to do it. Okay. Bert has rats crawling all over him, but he's unhurt. Chelsea, you're up.
Okay, she can't see anything at all. She's completely blind, right?
Well, blind as in that whole thing that's not, you're not really blind, if you know what I mean, until the end. You got -4 on all your trait rolls, for any sight-based trait rolls, I should say.
And detect arcana to see invisibility be sight-based. So she's going to cling to this pillar back here. And there's not much she can do if she can't see anything. So that would be her turn. I get a chance to recover from it at the end of my
You do
turn.
get to make a vigor roll at -2.
And shake it off.
You shake off the blindness. Your
That
innate,
would be
obviously, your innate magical abilities come to the forth. Okay, Gacy. Oh, he should be on hold. Oh, except I can't put him on. Okay, well, yeah, I need to split the group up, don't I? Because they're not a group anymore. They should all be individual. Okay, he's on hold. Oh, he's on hold. He's on. Oh, but it's easier just that one will just get up to there and go through the crack in the wall, basically. gaseous skulk down here has recovered from being shaken. It is then going to regenerate. And comes charging towards Jelsa.
Oh, look at
And Miss
Yeah, that's why I
Jelsa.
decided to do the whole destroy undead things. I don't think they stay dead.
It basically, Jelsa's obviously small and live and agile as it a frenzied attack of biting and scratching fails to connect.
Probably hits the pillar next to me. Don't look too smart.
And that's when the rat swarm crawls all over her. As she's buried under a huge pile of rats. Rat swarm. Oh, rat swarm.
I don't know what's worse: the fact that they might bite her or mess up her hair.
They might bite through my Desna star suit. If they scratch the fabric at all, they're dead.
Seems reasonable. Okay, next is Bert.
Okay,
Rats.
Bert. Nine inches. Range is smart, so I need to move forward just a little bit. Okay.
Do you remember how nasty swarms used to be? On your go, the swarm used to bite you. On their go, the swarm used to bite you.
Yeah. And they used to be able to do tests as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Bert's going to step forward. He's going to talk to the trees a little bit, and I'm going to put protection on everybody, including a hurry and a shroud. The fatigue would affect me, but not the blind, so I am going to go ahead and re-roll that.
That would work because that's a 5, isn't it?
Yeah, so everybody gets protected.
Get that protection. Ooh, he's doing the protection hurry shroud boat routine.
Oh, of course. If nothing else, that way Rand can get up there a little faster, maybe stop these guys from regenerating so much. Okay, and we'll clear targets and go to Schnookums. Too many rat swarms. Schnookums is not going to be very effective against them.
Expels is how you deal with rat swarms.
Oh, Bert needs his vigor check to recover from his blindness.
Oh, yes, good point.
Not quite. Okay.
Well, yeah, hang on. No, 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. That's successful.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the
minus 3. 7 minus 3 is still successful.
Still successful. No, what I was looking at was the raise to get rid of it altogether.
Yeah. Oh, of course, it's still. Yeah, I forget. It's actually. I always forget. Oh well. You are still blind. It's only blind minus 2, not blind minus 4 now.
Right. And Schnooks is going to. You're way up in the air. We can't get you. You're a cloud. You know what? We're going to come over here and purr against Dondrad.
Yuki. He does get to make a shaleem as well, does at the end of his go, of course. He might bump into Dondrad through his bleary, streaming eyes. Oh, he got rid of it. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, yes, he did.
No, that was to help
the
Dondrad.
athletics.
So,
Okay.
yeah, Dondrad's got a
athletics.
+2.
Yep.
And there's the blindness go away.
I do like the green. I do like green on. I do like your green on green dice. It's very nice.
Yeah, basically, Schnookums comes over there and kind of wipes his face against Dondrad, and he clears up his vision, and Dondrad thinks it's actually a boost to him.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. And once Schnooks ends his turn, it's Dondrad's go.
And I'm screaming at him, kill this monster thing by me, Dondrad. I'll take care of the rats.
If you consider that it's horrifying, really. Each vampire can summon 1d6 rat swarms. There's an awful lot of rat swarms in this place.
Right, so the vampire's obviously evil, isn't it? So what we'll do is, I think we'll go to there, and we'll attack the vampire.
Like Dondrad's dice, too.
So that'd still be a miss even at +2, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So what we'll do is we'll roll that again. That's a miss as well.
That is a miss as well.
So I think what we'll do is we'll Benny it. How about that? What my well, the nice dice, except they're broken, obviously. You know what I mean,
they look pretty, but they don't work.
They're obviously not working at all.
They're the earth. They are the.
Oh,
they're
that's
the
a
earth
hit.
dice. They're the earth dice, aren't they? They're nice.
Yes.
You
so
get a free
hit.
reroll against evil. Of course you do. You're a paladin.
Yeah, paladin. It's a vampire.
Yeah, exactly. Ignore me. I don't mind. I just got confused.
I know. Yeah, I'm going to run up Divine Intervention. Leave her alone. Is it really invulnerable?
No, it instantly turns gaseous. You incapacitate it.
Now, if you want to take care of the rats, crack on.
I'm more bothered about where these gaseous vampires are going to. We need to find their coffins and smash them up.
Dondrad, you are first.
Dondrad didn't take a roll to get rid of the blindness.
He didn't, so he can have a roll to get rid of the blindness, then he can have an action and have a roll to get rid of the blindness. So that Vix has done wonders for my sinuses. Okay, so you're not getting rid of any of those effects right now because you rolled a 3. Okay, what are you doing this round? Need to put him on hold.
Wait, I wanted to do something here.
I'm going to put him on hold. He seems to have gone away. Rannick, you're up.
Right, Rannick is going to switch to his adamantine hammer. And you said there was a crack in the wall that the gaseous things were moving into, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to smash at the wall to make the crack bigger so I can get it wherever it is they're hiding to. How do you want me to go about that?
I'm just reading up. Hang on. So, dum-de 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 dum. Well, breaking thing. Breaking things, page 130. Okay. Well, you make a damage roll against parry. You make an attack roll versus parry 2.
Okie doke.
No damage bonuses or aces. So it's basically you just don't want to critically fail, which is fine. So roll damage.
Roll damage. Where are we?
12 points of damage. Okay. You enlarge the crack a bit.
Enough to reach through, or will I need to be hammering away for a bit longer?
Oh yeah, you're going to have to be hammering away for quite a bit longer.
Well, that's 13 points of damage because for some reason it decided to put the damage against the soak. So it's not 12, it is at 13. I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but there it is.
None at all. It's hardness 12. So you crack you crack a bit of the stone.
Righto, and then I'll make my bigger roll to unblind myself, which I make it +4 because the power was put on me by one of my favourite enemies.
Nice. Which means you actually got an 11.
Yeah.
Which is, I must put a +8 in.
No, I put a plus. Yeah.
No,
But,
a
yeah,
+8 to negate the -4 trait roll that doesn't apply to. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Dondrad requests interrupt. Dondrad.
So, here's the thing. Yeah, we're going to multi-action. I take it, Chelsea, you've got a plan.
Yeah, I kind of got a plan. Just take care of make sure the undead things are coming after me. I'll take care of living things.
Right. I'm going to run up to Chelsea and pick her up off the floor.
I've got a swarm of rats on me.
I know, but that's the whole point. I just need to give you a break for a second. And it's going to be a multi-action as well. Which does bugger all. No help whatsoever. And then the second action I was going to take was to destroy undead. See if that gaseous thing can actually be put down before it escapes.
Okie dokie, that brings us to the swarm of rats number 2. which is going to move here.
Yeah, I was trying to give you a boost out of the rats there, so you can get your head clear of them.
Those rats really swarmed over. Oh no, I don't know what happened there. It just basically, the dice didn't register as going, so this is what happened there. So the rat swarm bite damage on Bert was 8. And then the bite I don't know what happened with all those dice there, but that's fine. Okay, so I've done Bert. Let's do Schnookums. I don't know why the dice are going crazy. Oh, right, that's because I just basically chewed Snookums to bits, didn't I? Okie dokie. So I'm afraid Schnookums...
Well, part of it is appears you have the rat swarm targeted. So you're targeting Schnookums and Gondrad and the rat swarm, and
I'm not targeting anyone. I'm just literally dropping dice. I don't know what's going on there, but anyway.
okay. So obviously Snooks is going to spend a penny.
Hang on. No, he's not. I don't know what happened there. The first attack on Schnookums wasn't 20 points of damage. First attack on Schnookums was only 8, which he's unharmed by. The second attack shouldn't have happened, so I'm not going to worry about it.
By the way, is that a vampire skulk dead?
Incapacitated.
Oh, and that green on.
But I know, but I just thought I destroyed undead on it. Does it make
No,
a
it's
difference?
invulnerable. I said it's invulnerable.
You went destroy, and it went ha.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that green on green dice. That's the nature dice. That's the default nature dice.
not what. Nah. It might be, but that's not what I'm rolling. Minor.
No, you said my green on green. You liked my green
yeah.
on green.
Oh, you're
that's,
green and
that's
green.
Default
Yes.
nature.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice. I like that. Okay. This rat swarm here is going to basically move to here. So let's actually do it. Let's see if I can do it so it works without the dice going crazy when I just try and do it manually by dropping them on the table.
If Irina was here, she would have set us all on fire with damage field. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dondrad is unharmed. Oh, there you are. I did 9 points. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with that. Basically, you all take it rolls not. Yeah, I'm happy with one roll for everyone because it's one swarm. That's fine by me. So all of you are fine, and Jelsa's up.
Okay, well, Dondra put me down. Am I still? Am I being
Dondrad
held
didn't manage to
up?
pick you. Dondrad didn't manage to pick you up. He tried to pick up the pillars standing next to you because he couldn't see you properly.
Here over by this pillar. It's like, damn it, they moved. I can still get 2. So I'm gonna target that rat swarm and that rat swarm. And I'll use selective because I'm pretty sure that
Being large area creatures, all you have to do is get part of their area to consider affecting them.
Yeah, well, with this I can't.
Yeah, no. The point being is technically you do that. You don't have to be selective, and you hit all 3 rat swarms.
If I do what?
What my cone
Do you
shows.
see his cone? You can skip selective and you damage all 3.
Yeah. That damages all 3 swarms of rats.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have to hit selective, and I'll damage all 3.
Yep, you got all 3. Go for it. I have to give Bert a Benny for that. That was very inspired.
With a raise.
Indeed, roll for damage.
Fire
That's
in the hole.
That's a very good call.
Oh,
Okay,
That's on the first one.
I know they're supposed to shrink, but you're blowing up. I think you're hitting whoever effects. You're going to just cook them. I don't mind. Shaken the second one, and
Okay, and then on the third one.
that's a shaken on the third one.
That's good enough for now.
Okie dokie.
And I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Not very happy. Stun you. Okay, I didn't get a raise, so Chelsea, you get to make a vigor roll as basically all the air around you just basically implodes inwards on you with a loud bang.
I'll Benny. I'll Benny that one time.
I thought you might try. Okay, you resist that you are not stunned.
We're tough.
Going to spend Benny on some PowerPoints. Gaseous form vampire is going to run. Move 8 inches. There. And rat swarm number 3 remains shaken. Bert's up.
Bert is still partially blind. Bert is just really not happy with these things. You know what? Bert's going to do the same thing. Let's just go ahead and burst from the other direction from Chelsea, and let's just go ahead and see if we can finish these guys.
Yeah, I can see you'll hit both of them. Yep. Sounds like a good plan. Do some targeting for you. There you go. Yeah, the nature dice are nice. I like them. No, that's actually that's a successful casting, but you miss, don't you? Technically.
No, I didn't.
That's a successful casting that hits. So interestingly, that's a casting with a raise, but you need to hit with an area of effect, so it isn't the hit. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking about that. You cast with a raise, but the effect is a hit because you're slightly off center, aren't you? You don't get the raise. You don't get it perfect on them. The first one's unharmed. Second one's unharmed. Mr. Benny?
Nah. But I'm unblinded now. I see how I missed him that time.
Yeah. Nicely done.
I will shift just a little bit to make it a little more difficult for them to gang up on us.
Okay. Within your rights, sir. I have to click on your tokens. I think if I've got one of tokens clicked on, I can't see your movement for some reason. I'm going to click on a token, unclick. So I'm not clicking on anything. So see what happens if you try and move Schnooks.
Schnooks is going to go back up Rannick.
Okay. Okay, I think I actually have to click on the token to see the movement. Oh,
I thought I was clear of that.
Those pillars are annoying.
And we will try and give Rannick some support. I don't know. He'll claw at the wall with Rannick to this is where you need to hit it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get too close because doesn't want his paw smashed. So
Yeah.
Just keep back. I don't want to break you back. Yeah, no. You're not playing.
I have to be honest. There's aspects of this encounter that the way this encounter's written, I don't like, and I'll explain it to you in a bit because it does make it. Delta, you're up now. Oh, yep. She's repeating what she did last time. Go for it.
Back up a little bit. It's
Yeah,
not letting
flame
me.
on.
Oh, I've already got him targeted.
Yeah, you just targeted them. I watched you. Go for it. Ooh, good casting.
Yeah, always with rays. I hate rats. That's the first one.
That's the first swarm squeaking and dying painfully in flame. And same with the second ones. That's the end of the rats.
That would be my turn.
Nicely done. That brings us to Rannick when Jill's ends her turn. So, okay, here we go.
So Rannick's going to carry on smashing at the wall to try and get it where he's pretty sure these coffins are, so he can do something about them and stop the gaseous things turning solid again.
I have to be honest, all you could see is, but as you bashed into the wall, was there just seems to be cracks, and the cracks seem to stop. And it's, I mean, it is obviously because they're gaseous. All they need is a crack. These cracks are going, you can see, are going vertically downwards.
Okay.
as in find the secret door trigger.
As in, there is no secret door. It's solid rock.
Well, in which case, Stunty, you got any holy water?
As it happens, yes.
Chuck it here. And I will head over towards Dondrad at a run using my underground dice.
People are going to have so much fun with these dice.
And see if I can and grab some holy water from Dondrad.
Okay.
In fact, I might not have holy water. Hang on. I've vast me heart too, you know.
Yeah, I basically don't see your movement unless I click on your icons. That's annoying. That's not annoying, is it?
Not at all.
I was sure I had holy water. What did I use that for? I'm sure I was carrying holy water.
Well, bless some that. In which case, I'll hold out my water skin towards Dondrad and say, "Bless this. Need holy water."
The dice visual size increased by 25%. Dice are now linked to the desktop panel, which can be moved by each user. Formatted text drawing performance and token fog of war is now disabled by default. All RPG-based rule sets will set fog of war to always on for friendly units and always on. Shadows missing. See if there's anything about movement. I can't see anything about movement. Can't see anything about movement, but okay, not to worry. Right. Interesting question. There was something about Haggy Craig.
Yeah, I'll hold my water skin out in front of Dondrad and ask him to bless it. I'm sure like a faith roll and the expenditure of a PowerPoint will do it or something like that.
No, I don't think it works like that.
typing holy water gets you cleric or paladin. Why?
Yeah, I don't think I didn't learn to make holy water because at the time it was 10,000 gold pieces a lesson and I couldn't afford it.
Yes, I remember that. That was quite an interesting typo, that one. I don't know why typing holy water takes you to cleric and paladin where I can't see anything about holy water under them. Do you know what I mean? Okay.
In Pathfinder, it's the bless water power, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, I think for Savage World, I think it's Artificer Edge, isn't it not? Is it not?
Artificer.
Well, that would be because
Magic items.
holy water.
Yeah.
Is it a magic item or is it? It's under the alchemical item list, isn't it?
It is actually. It gets interesting. I don't know. I'll find a core rules. Here we go.
It comes under the
Holy
same
water.
as ever burning torches and things like that.
Yeah, which is alchemist items.
Yes. So you have to manufacture alchemist items, which is a moot point anyway because I can't do it.
Why the hell? I do not understand. Search sometimes. You type holy space water, so it highlights how. HOW. It must be like I'm going to use any of the letters you typed, not what you actually. I see.
But you can right click it and then you can
see
say
page 13.
String or not.
See page 113 for alchemical and minor enchanted items such as holy water, thunderstones, and bags and the like. Holy water can be thrown in a flask, undead, certain creatures. I don't think they've actually put in how you make it. I don't think they've actually put in how you make it in Pathfinder. That's interesting. I have to look that one up. As in, I have to ask someone, and mind you, they're not answering their questions anymore.
I was sure it had holy water. I'm sure I had 2 holy symbols as well at one point.
Yeah, I thought I had some holy water too, but I'm not finding it either.
I wonder if it's.
Or
It would have copied itself in.
okay, new crafting rules in the Advanced Player's Guide: creating common alchemical items. For every 10 gold pieces an item costs, round up, spend an hour working on it. Once the required time is invested, make an alchemy roll, plus or minus any listed modifiers.
Yeah, but that's only for alchemists. That doesn't help clerics.
Yeah.
Clerics don't have the alchemy skill. Alchemy is an arcane skill.
Yeah.
No, I mean, if it's going through the cracks, why don't you go through the crack?
Because I can't fit. And I was thinking if I could pour holy water down it, it'll bless whatever's down there they're going to, and it'll bugger them. Yeah, so the crafting rules: blacksmiths, bowyers, carpenters, and other crafters use the repair skill in their profession. Those who study the natural world, geology, physics, and non-magical chemical reactions use science. Those who work with magical substances, arcane reagents, and volatile elixirs use the alchemy skill.
In that case, I would argue that clerics can create holy water
using faith.
Use faith. And using the rule she said there, an hour per 10 gold pieces with a faith roll.
So anyway, we don't have an hour.
Only 1,000 hours based on the cost of holy water then.
Wow.
So wait, why don't you use a portion of
2.5 hours to create holy water? That seems reasonable.
Yeah. So yeah, you just have to spend time blessing it. But yeah, granted, we don't have 2.5 hours now. But my idea was to pour holy water down where they're escaping to, and that should stop them from regenerating down there.
It's quite interesting. I'm not sure what would happen there because
yeah. I mean, I've got a potion of intangibility, so you could drink that and then go down the crack.
I'm not sure that would actually. If they're just hiding down there in gaseous form,
They can't
That
hide
may
in
not-
gas. They can't. I don't think they can hide in gaseous form to recover, do they? They're vampires. They go gaseous, return to their coffins, and then lie in there helpless until they regenerate. Obviously, this is the D20 version. Regenerate enough hit points to start fast regenerating.
Well,
They
yeah,
regenerate.
but yeah, the other downside is you turn me gaseous, I go down there, I wait until I become solid and then smash their coffins. How do I get back out again?
Well, that'd be good. At least you'll be buried.
Thanks.
You have to
Assuming
say,
there's
actually,
enough
this
room.
this whole encounter is very intriguing in that regard.
I think my holy water idea is the better one. We just have to get rid of them and then you can spend some time.
Or hang on. Or we take a holy symbol and we hammer a holy symbol into the crack.
Well, I'd stop them getting back out again.
Or I can just change into something, squeeze like a air elemental or something, squeeze down there, change back into myself, mash whatever it is I've confined, and then come back up.
Mash the coffins. In fact, an
Yeah,
air elemental,
okay.
you might be able to smash them. Go down and cause a tornado and then slip back out again. I mean, they can't harm you because they're in a gaseous state, and they probably can't even harm you.
They
Much of your-
rematerialize when they reach their coffins, but they're helpless in their coffins.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, but I'm sure a tornado in the room you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine.
yeah, but all right, but you go down, deal with it. Since you can get there and get back again without being stuck down underground, buried. Thank you, Stunty.
Wow. Okay, where's my shape change? Shape change. A small air elemental cost me 3. Okay, I can afford that.
Anyway, I'm going to hit F11 because it's non-Dried's go.
Anyway, while we're dithering about thing, said, it's just what I was about to find out. Where the bloody hell's the thing gone that's
exactly,
hidden?
because you stopped looking at it.
That's what I was about to say. While we're dithering, I'm more interested in where the thing is, and
You've not dealt with it yet. I thought you had.
well, it's just really, really well hidden now because I can't really see it properly to start with. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll move to there. And we'll search for the hidden creature. We'll just do that as an action, right? Because
Detect magic is an action. That's all you have to say is detect magic.
detect magic. Yeah, but it's detect magic, and I can't see what I'm looking at anyway.
No, with detect magic means you can't see it, but what you discern is a magical aura, or that is the invisibility field.
Well, I hope everybody else can see the aura because I can't.
Oh, you're blind. Oh, that's what you mean.
Hang on, wait a minute. I can see clearly again.
Okay, it's right there. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood what you're saying. I have to give you a Betty for the very humorous comments that I hadn't picked up on. There we go.
But it's okay. I can see clearly again. The clouds have cleared.
Yes.
Got a raise. So, yeah, that's what I'm just doing as that's going to be my action because. Yeah, so this stalactite thing, Majiggy, in the ceiling, and
to be honest, actually, what you do need a reader, don't you? Because you can cast Detect Arcana on everybody. Oh no, so can Jelsa. Jelsa just needs to cast Detect Arcana on everybody.
Yeah, but I needed to get away from them freaking rats.
I know. Okay. Oh, it's my go. Okay, well, in that case, I am going to...
yeah, I'm just going to run up and point at you and go, "Oh, there you go."
I'm going to multi-action. So for my first action, I'm going to cast Deflection. Means I get attack -2, don't I?
Yeah, with a raise.
With a raise, I get attack -2, and that costs me 3 power points.
And now I've got a new, and now my desk has a new problem because the other cat's arrived and he wants to use the sound system as a pillow, which means I can't reach the mute button.
Okie dokie. Then I'm for my second action with a raise. I am going to hit Jelsa.
Give me it back.
With lower spellcasting. There we go. And then, because I don't like the fact people can see me, I am going to move. Hang on. Lower. That was lower trait is power points. 2 power points. Then I'm going to. All right. Okay, that should be up on the ceiling, so let's get it down on the floor. Really? Okay, I'm going to move the massive distance to there. There we go. And that brings us to Gaseous Vampire. It's just going to come through here, up here, through the wall. Literally passing right through Schnookums. But you're up.
Yeah, I think that's what Bert's going to do. Bert is going to go shape change into how big of an air elemental? You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with the small one.
That's going to cause me console ends, as we found out just before the game, but that's fine.
No, because I'm not a critter for the air elemental. I am.
Good point.
Into.
I apologise. You were quite correct. Now, so I think MacD came back with what he figured it was, didn't he? I needed to check. Sure, I've lost where he put it. Shadow, did he ask, is anyone else having problems with the air elemental? Ah.
So I will need you to increase the strength, vigor, and toughness by 1, please.
Certainly. And we need to go into assets, and we need to go into tokens, and we need to go into air. And that's a fun. Oh, that's a fun one. Do you actually leave?
Yeah, so you can add an effect to change his abilities, and then an effect on top of that to tweak them. But yeah, I can't add a look at the attack thing, and I don't because it's not equipment. Do you know, it's not. He's not holding a sword.
But you're right. That could be a secondary effect, huh?
Ah, you could add an
just
effect,
shape
and you could
change
put an effect
raise.
on top of that.
Yeah, shape change raise, and then strength +1 die, and yeah.
Yes, that'd be quite cool. Yeah, that'd be a way to do it, wouldn't it? Strength +1 die, vigor +1 die, toughness +1.
But then what you'd have to do is you have to create a set of items like swords, for like bash. So a generic bash, and then a generic kind of claw, and then
No, I've got that set up for my attacks. Yeah. And then all I have to do is go in and tweak the strength on it, or the damage dice on it.
Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so Bert, you've turned into an air elemental.
Yes, and I use 6 of my inches to move to there, and I want to use the rest of my movement to follow this crack down.
Okay, so you go to the, what happens to it literally you find yourself in a, well, here we go. This is why this is the entire description it gives me. They drift towards the balcony to the northwest. Once there, they see through the cracks into the wall, into a room under the balcony in which their coffins, actually nothing more than narrow niches in the floor, wait for them. So basically all 4 of them are now corporeal again in narrow niches in the floor underneath the balcony. That's the entire amount of information it gives me there. I'm not.
We need that holy water, aren't we?
Actually, I was thinking. Actually, you just need something that can tunnel through the walls, and then you just dig them out, don't you?
Yeah. Earth elemental.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll put Bert down there because he's technically underneath the balcony. So that's what happens, and then that gets us to Schnooks.
Sorry, trying to clear up my map.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, Schnooks didn't like the fact that that thing just moved through him. So Schnooks is going to run again.
Actually, yeah,
Wrong
no,
button.
I've got a picture to show you, but Delson needs to cast Detect Arcana on the entire party so you can see through invisibility. I'll show you the picky. Oh, wow. Nice move.
I'm going to come over here and do some more loving on Dondred. To no avail.
Well, he's having cat problems. He's obviously fed up with cats today. That's the problem. Okie dokie. And what happens after that? Schnooks. There we go. New round. And the monster gets to go first. This thing's horrible. It really is.
So I actually have 3 cats at the moment. They're doing tag team on me.
Rannick's going first with a joker.
Oh, I hate you, sir.
So
And I'm sure the feeling is mutual.
Yeah, Dundred pointed out the vague area where Rannick needs to go to splat this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move to there. Can't get quite far away enough to allow a sweep, so I'm going to do a desperate attack.
Okie dokie.
Giving myself +4 to hit, but -4 damage. On this here, Invisible Vampire.
Invisible Vampire. Okay. Oh, you hit with a raise.
But okay, it's -4 damage, but I am getting 6 for the distance I moved. And vampires can change shape, can't they?
No. Oh. I don't know if this one can.
Can it change forms into anything?
Yes, it can.
Form?
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Therefore, it is a shape changer.
Yeah, therefore the Bane thing comes into play as well. Right.
It does indeed.
Really? I think I'm going to Benny that.
I'm afraid to say that is actually still in shaking, even though you're not even after invulnerability.
I forgot to add the extra d6 damage for the
That's a wound.
No.
That's one wound.
Actually, no, it's not an extra d6. It's +4 for the Rhino Hide, which cancels out the -4, so it would have been 4 more. So it would have been a wound, but I think I'll still Benny it. I'll just not put the -4 on this time.
Why did you get sneak attack?
I probably shouldn't have done. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. I'll roll it without the -4, but also without. So it's just Bane and Favoured Enemy. There we go. Which would shake it, and then I will Benny that just to see if I can do better.
Well, 16 would be a wound.
That would be a wound, would it?
A 16 would be a wound.
Okay, I'll take the wound then.
Okay, you wound it. It unshakes. It regenerates.
Damn it.
The action. Oh, he fails to cast. I will Benny that. Okay, that's definitely a successful casting. Boom.
What's he lowering on me? So I'm guessing it's me he's gone for.
Oh, very much so. So I'm going to hit you with. I'm going to hit you with lower trait fighting.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 power points. And then, as a secondary action, I'm going to hit you. I have to spend a penny on it. Fails. The second attempt was going to be low in trait vigor.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got you fighting down by 2 dice. And then, of course, because it's invisible, it slivers off. Chelsea, you're up.
Okay, this is the range of my smart. So where would I have to be in the room to be able to hit both Bert and then Dondred and Rannick?
What's your smarts?
Well, Bert's not in the room, so you're probably not going to be able to attack him or target him.
Yeah, Bert's gone.
Well, I
Yes.
just say
If you were standing in the middle of the room, then technically you can affect the whole room. But Bert isn't technically in the room anymore, so you can't see him. So you can stay where you are to affect everyone.
Okay, then well, I'll just stay where I am.
Because look, that's your area of effect. That's your area of effect.
Then I won't move, and I will target Dondred, Rannick, and of course myself.
Snooks.
Oh yeah, Schnookum's got to be able to see this.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't good.
That was so close. That's better.
Oh, with the raise, even with the lower stuff, and at the end of my round, I get a spirit check to see if I shake this off because that fell off.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, of course. I forgot. Yeah, you've for some reason. Yeah, that seemed harder to cast than normal. Okay, so I ignore up to 4 points of penalties when attacking invisible foes hidden by darkness. Still, okay. So now at last, everyone can see the creature
Except for Bert.
for Bert. But there's the official image for the fight with the creature.
Ew. And
Pleasant.
Okay, so easiest thing to do is I'm going to turn off its invisibility effect because it is no longer invisible. Well, it is, but you guys
and
can't
I see
it.
that ugly thing, and then I run.
Indeed, and as you quite rightly say, you get to make a spirit check at the end of your turn. After you run to there, you get to make a spirit
No
check.
penalties on the spirit check.
Oh, no modifiers on the spirit check. It's just a straightforward spirit check.
Sorry, wait a minute. Why is she making a spirit check?
Because she's got
Take
lower
off
traits.
the lower.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's one success. That takes it down 1 die type, doesn't it? Not you didn't completely get rid of it.
Thought for a second there it was because it was frightening. I was going to say, no, it's not.
Actually, is it frightening? Well, now everyone can see it. Is it frightening? No, it's not. It doesn't cause fear.
Just ran anyway.
Okay. But you are An air elemental.
In a room full of 4 bodies laying here in little niches, right? Or 3 bodies laying
Yes,
here in little
but
niches.
as an air elemental, you can attack. You can affect the physical, can't you?
I can, yes.
And they're helpless, which means I think you could just as an action to coup de grace one of them, can't you?
Yes, it's a full round, but yes, I'm going to basically spin up and start chewing one into pieces.
Okay, you basically destroy one of the vampires. There's nothing they can do. They're helpless for 1 hour, and once that 1 hour's up, they are no longer incapacitated, and then they can fast regenerate. But until then, they are helpless. So you can literally each round, as a full round action, destroy one of the creatures. So you destroy one of the creatures.
Bada boom, bada bing.
You literally, as you say, you pummel it. You pummel its physical body and just smash its air. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I start smashing it back and forth in its little niche, and pieces start flying out. It's really gruesome. If there were blood, it would be messy.
Indeed. And Schnooks is up. Schnooks could see the tentacle creature.
And it does not look like the tentacle creature is on the ceiling, so Schnooks
It's not.
is going
It couldn't fly. I was wrong when I put it on the ceiling.
So Schnooks is going to dart over here and make some attacks. You know what? We don't know how tough it is just yet, so we are not going to pounce.
Okay. Oh, look at those lovely green dice rolling there. Oh, yes, of course. I forgot he protected himself. I thought Schnooks lands right. Yeah, Schnooks lands right on top of it, except it's 2 feet to the left. Choosing displacement for its deflection, I've decided. I'm looking forward to that film.
Yeah, right? That looks... okay, yeah, I guess that's it for Schnooks then.
Yeah. It looks like they finally worked out the way you do a Dungeons and Dragons film is you make a film using elements of Dungeons and Dragons, and that's all you have to do. Dungeons and Dragons doesn't have to be a central theme. It's just you create a film and use the creatures and the monsters and just tell a story. And at least the trailer looks like that's what they're trying to do. Dodge, you're up.
Yeah, I've been here before with Dungeons and Dragons films. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's looks how that turned out. Right, I can see it now.
Chris Pine as a bard is going to be awesome.
So I think we'll just run in and smash it.
Run in and smash it. Go for it. It can climb up walls, so it can get onto the ceiling, but it had to get to the walls first, and then it can walk up them. I knew it could get up there, but I just couldn't do it from where I did it before.
So I still miss on an 11. Wow. I think it's probably worth a Benny just in the off chance. Well,
I say it's its deflection displacement that's not helping. Which, if you consider running the hit it when it was invisible, is even more impressive.
That's even more impressive.
I did roll like a 35 to hit it, though.
I know, but that's not.
And I think that was before the deflection went on.
It was.
It was actually, yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, that's bad news for you guys. It got a Joker. Right, so I think I might have to do some multi-actioning here. So, multi-actions. Target number 1, I'm going to Tentacle Bash Schnooks and Dundred. Missing because of the deflection, so that's okie dokie. For its second action, it does have fly. I need to cast it, that was all. For its second action, I'm going to bolt Rannick. It's
As much as I hate to do it, those attacks were against you, not against us.
Yeah, so they were.
Targeting yourselves.
Oh yeah, so they were.
Okay, well, a 6 and a 3 wouldn't have hit Schnookums and Dondrad anyway, but thank you for that. Just going to bolt Rannick. Failing to affect him at all. And then it's just going to start climbing up the wall, but it ain't going to get very far. Namely, not out of anyone's reach as of yet. Okay, Dondrad, you're up.
Sugar. Oh, by the way, I've just remembered where I put the holy water. Or maybe not. The case may be. So it's got it on the combat tab, but it must be the thing. It must be a weapon. Who knows? Anyway, I think what we're going to do is probably. The funny thing is, it was quite hard to injure the winter.
Holy water is a weapon, and you have 2 of them because holy water is a weapon because you use it as a weapon. If that makes sense. So yes, holy water is on the weapon tab, not the item tab.
Right. Okay. That'll explain a few things. I'm going to multi-action for a laugh.
Okay.
We're going to target Rannick. Target me. In fact, I don't know. Should I target me? I will anyway. Right. And then I'll go target Snookums. Can't really see anybody else. I think Jilsa's just a bit far away. Is she not?
What's your range?
It's going to be smarts.
What's your smarts?
8. So. Oh,
Just is in range. Just is in range.
So, yeah, let's target Jilsa as well. And then what we'll do is for the first action, we'll try and cast Greater Smite.
Unselect the monster first.
There we go. I'll be nice to do it for you.
Right. There we go. Are you just untargeting things that I'm targeting? Yeah.
Probably. I was trying to be helpful. Sorry.
I'm targeting things and you're going around targeting them. Yeah.
I was trying to be helpful.
Allies, powers, and then we're going to go for a Greater Smite.
He's a smite.
Come on, fucking go. That's dreadful.
That's a complete failure. That's still a
it's
failure.
going to be worse. Still a failure. Well, anyway, my second action was I was going to try and grab it before it got away.
Isn't Smite one of your favorite powers?
It is a favoured power.
So there's no multi-action penalty.
So there's no multi-action penalty.
But you didn't get the race. First, yeah.
Ooh.
That's on fire today.
Right, Bert's on fire today. Yes. So powers. It's still going to be +4 into it though.
Still 4, +4. Because you said greater smite, but you didn't get the range, so it's +4, not +6. Very nice. Which is really nice because people can technically now do a desperate attack to get +4 to hit and still do normal damage, if that makes sense.
But anyway, the second action was going to be I was just going to try and grab it. So if it's getting away,
that would be well. You want to clear the targeting, and then you want to target it, which I've done for you, and that would be athletics. Oh, I've just done it for you, and the target set.
I know. I did it at the same time. Right, and then it's going to be athletics.
Yeah, just right. Make an athletics roll. Oh, I thought that was a crit fail for a second.
and then it's going to be athletics. So that's going to be a fail, isn't it?
It is a fail.
Well, no,
Yeah, you need to get a 4 before it's even a success.
yeah, you need a
from the
4
opposed roll.
thingy.
Yeah.
So I can't quite grab it. So there you go.
You can't quite grab
Right,
it.
stab it with the spear. The spear's magic. The spear's boosted.
Aye, that was what I were intending to do. If I can just get the
Well,
bugger to all...
I was trying to hold it down so you can stab it, but
I assume you're going to
buggers
let
away.
your improved sweep drop.
I am going to let my improved sweep drop. It is not something I need.
Yeah.
But what I am going to do, I just need the bugger to hold still. That'll do.
I am being a bit of a now. Yeah. Go for it.
Then I will step over to it and swing at it. That was a miss, but fortunately I get a free reroll. That'll do.
You shake it. Mind you, invulnerability kicked in, didn't it? My word, that's 2 wounds.
Marvellous. And then it's spirit to resist lower trait, isn't it?
It is.
And I get +4 to that because it's a favoured enemy.
Okay.
So that's some lower trait dealt with. I think that knocks it down to -1 die, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you didn't get the raise, did you? So it's it takes it down by 1. That's what that would, yeah. Lower fighting is down to -1.
I'll spend the extra power point. I've only got 1 target in there. I've got him targeted, so I'm not going to do the cone. Oh, hell. I mean, it's getting late in the game. We got to get this done.
Well, yeah, this is the last round. I'm gonna call it there because I want to get a
And it ain't going to happen.
because I'm feeling all bunged up and snuffly and.
And I'm going to
voice
come
is
around
going.
here and hide behind the dais because it's like, oh my god, you guys kill it! Kill it!
And Bert incapacitates another one. That's a full round
the
action.
second one. This time Schnooks is going to leap up and pounce.
Okie dokie. Pounce is activated.
Oops, forgot to target. Dagnabbit. That'd both be misses anyhow. Let's go ahead and spend a Benny on that.
Yep, okay. Snooks is spending a Benny. Do the targeting. There we go. Roll again.
That's even worse. You know what? One more, just because.
I don't know if that's I'm not sure if that was an illusion or not, but that one of your dice on that, not that roll, but the one before, it looked like it was resting on its side because it was on the edge of my chat window. It's really freaky, that was.
Yeah, it looked like it was resting on its corner. I saw that.
Yeah. It looked, but from depending on the size of your chat frame, it really looked like it was basically on an angle because it was sort of hard, it was like the chat frame was higher up. It's really freaky. Okay, I'm afraid Schnooks misses.
Yep.
And that is the end of the round, and I'm certainly saying I'm starting to feel a bit under the weather, so we shall pause it there. But at least next week you'll have Arena back to give you more magical oomph, we hope. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that one.
Okay, 2 questions before you guys before you all take off. Which of the dice sets have the sparkly dice in them? Because there's a bunch of them over there, but they're not too pricey, so I can get me a dice set.
The one that you want to get is the ones that I did screenshots of is Magic Trail. That's the ones when you move the dice and they actually leave a trail behind them.
Okay, that's okay. That's what I thought. So I'll just deal with that in a bit. And Rannick, I sent you an invite to the other server until Doswalk decides whether or not it's worth it to fix this one.
Well, it's not let me fix, but I'll try. Okay. Right. So, okay, we're going to leave it there. We'll finish this fight next week. Hope you enjoyed that. Now feel better. Hopefully, and we'll see you then. But thanks so much. Bye now.